Imagine discovering that the same financial tool most people fear is one of the biggest reasons many millionaires continue building wealth year after year. Debt. It sounds completely backwards because we've been told our entire lives that debt is the enemy. But here's the truth. Debt itself doesn't make people rich or poor. It's how it's used that makes all the difference. In the next few minutes, you'll discover 6 strategies wealthy people use to turn debt into a wealth-building tool instead of a financial burden. And make sure you stay until the end, because the 6th strategy is the mindset shift that connects everything else. And once you understand it, you'll never look at borrowing money the same way again. Most people borrow money to buy things that lose value almost immediately. A new car, expensive electronics, luxury furniture, vacations. Wealthy people often think differently. Before borrowing a single dollar, they ask one question. Will this debt produce more money than it costs? That simple question separates productive debt from destructive debt. By the end of this video, you'll understand 6 practical strategies that investors and business owners use to make debt work for them instead of against them. More importantly, you'll know how to recognize the difference between debt that builds wealth and debt that quietly destroys it. Let's start with strategy number 1, buying appreciating assets instead of depreciating ones. Imagine 2 people each borrow $400,000. One buys a luxury home filled with expensive upgrades they can't afford. The other buys an income-producing rental property. 5 years later, the first person is still making payments on something that costs money every month, while the second owns an asset that's generating rental income and may have increased in value. Both borrowed money. Only one borrowed to acquire something capable of producing wealth. Now here's where things become even more interesting. Many people assume wealthy investors simply pay cash for everything because they have plenty of money. In reality, that's often not true. Many intentionally choose not to use all their cash, even when they could. And that's because of strategy number 2, leverage. Leverage means using borrowed money to control a larger investment than your own cash would allow. Imagine you have $100,000 available. You could invest exactly that amount. Or, depending on the opportunity, you could use it as part of a larger investment that has the potential to generate greater returns. Of course, leverage also increases risk, which is why experienced investors spend far more time analyzing opportunities than chasing excitement. But before we continue, here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They think the problem is debt. It isn't. The real problem is borrowing money for things that never create value. And in the next strategy, you'll see why that single difference changes everything. Productive debt has the potential to generate income. Consumer debt usually generates bills. That's the distinction wealthy investors never forget. Instead of asking, "How fast can I eliminate this loan?" they often ask, "Can this investment comfortably earn more than this loan costs?" It's a completely different way of thinking, and it's one of the reasons their money often grows faster over time. If you're finding this helpful, hit the like button. It tells YouTube to show this video to more people interested in investing. And if you want more practical wealth building strategies like these every week, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Now let's move to strategy number 3, because this one surprises many people. Wealthy investors often choose to borrow money even when they already have enough cash to pay for an investment outright. Why? Because cash creates opportunities. Imagine investing every dollar you have into one deal. A month later, the perfect investment appears at a great price, but now you don't have the cash to take advantage of it. By keeping part of their capital available instead of tying everything up in a single purchase, wealthy investors maintain flexibility. They can respond to market corrections, unexpected opportunities, or emergencies without being forced to sell valuable assets. Liquidity isn't just about having money. It's about having options. And options are incredibly valuable in investing. That brings us to strategy number 4. Using debt to expand businesses. Many successful companies didn't become industry leaders simply by saving cash for decades. They borrowed strategically to hire employees, buy equipment, develop new products, open additional locations, or expand into new markets. The borrowed money wasn't used to increase spending. It was used to increase future earning potential. Notice the pattern. Every successful example we've discussed has one thing in common. The debt is connected to an asset or activity expected to create more value than it costs. That's a completely different mindset than financing consumption. Now let's talk about something that most people overlook entirely. Taxes. Strategy number 5 involves understanding how taxes affect investment returns. Depending on where you live and your specific financial situation, certain business or investment loans may offer tax advantages. That doesn't mean wealthy investors borrow simply because of taxes. The investment still has to make sense on its own. But understanding after-tax returns allows them to make smarter financial decisions. They aren't just focused on making more money. They're focused on keeping more of the money they make. And finally, we've reached the 6th strategy, the one that connects every other lesson in this video. Millionaires don't see debt as good. They don't see debt as bad. They see debt as a tool. Just like a hammer can either build a house or break a window, debt depends entirely on how it's used. Before borrowing money, wealthy investors ask logical questions. Will this purchase generate income? Can the cash flow comfortably cover the payments? What are the risks? What happens if the investment underperforms? Will this improve my long-term financial position? Notice what's missing. They're not making emotional decisions. They're making mathematical ones. That's the mindset shift that separates investing from spending. Debt itself never creates wealth. Income-producing assets do. Successful businesses do. Profitable investments do. Debt simply becomes a tool that can help acquire those assets more efficiently when it's used responsibly and backed by careful planning. The biggest takeaway from today's video isn't that everyone should borrow more money. It's that every financial decision should begin with one simple question. Is this debt helping me buy an expense, or is it helping me buy an opportunity? That single question has the power to change the way you manage money for the rest of your life. And now that you understand how wealthy people really think about debt, there's one topic you need to understand next because it affects every mortgage, every business loan, every investment, and every borrowing decision you'll ever make. The video on your screen explains how the bond market quietly controls interest rates and influences your money every single day. Click that video now, because it's the perfect next step to build on what you've learned today.